Welcome back, one and all. We're working on our BMI calculator, and we just did data validation, and we're ready to process the BMI. And for that, we're going to start by looking at a BMI formula, and then we're going to find ways to sort of test this out. First of all, if you look here, the imperial formula, that's the measurements that we are using, you have weight in pounds times 703 divided by height in inches squared. So that's height in inches, total inches. So we have a variable for that. So let's work this out. As you saw up above here, we have total inches. So we need to calculate that. So we're going to go in here. We already have their height in feet and inches. So feet, inches. So we got total inches. I think I capitalized the I. Feet times 12 plus inches. Now I'll space this out a little bit and semicolon. Total inches, doesn't like it. Oh, it's lowercase. I did not capitalize the I. I guess I could have guessed that that was it. All right, so we get our total inches. So we multiply the feet by 12 because there are 12 inches to every foot. So that gives us our total inches. And we're going to calculate the BMI equals. And what did I say it was? The formula one more time. Weight times 703 divided by, and then it's height in inches to the second power. Wait for it. Math has power. So let's take a look at POW. Okay, so double A. Oh, it has to be double. Returns the value of the first argument raised to the power of the second. Okay, so POW. And that was total inches, comma, to the second power. And there's the BMI. So now this should be right, and we're going to do a little bit of test to do it. But at this point, we've calculated, we want to output that to our results. Okay. So one of the things that we could do, I think we should go ahead and create a string for our results. And we're going to declare it up here, but not set it until we're down here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make use of the String.format method. So we do it, it's a static method. In other words, it's a function that belongs with the string class. And it's String.format. And then we need two things. We need a string and then variables that we're going to insert inside. So we start with our string and then our variables here. Now the way this works, and this is new, String.format is a way we can take a variable that's a string and then, like I said, insert the data. So we'll put on here results. And it says, I'm going to put on here with a height of, and now watch what I do. I'm going to do a percentage D, which stands for, well, we use that for integers. And then we're going to do percentage D. And then we need to do little double quotes for inches. And so I'm going to do a backslash and a string there. Now this arg over here represents the next argument. I need to go here. So what we're going to do is here we're going to put the feet. Here we're going to put the inches. And then it's going to display that. So we write feet, comma, inches. Now, if I had more space on my code, I might make that a little bit longer. But we kind of run out of room. So we're going to do one more part here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the results and I'm just going to add to it. So I'm going to put plus equals. And what that means is take the existing results, but add this to the end. It really means results equals results plus the following. So we put on here String.format. I'm going to put a new line return. Oh, wait. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. And I'm going to add a little comma here. You have a body mass index of percentage F, and that stands for floating point. Quotation, I'll put a period here. And then the args here is going to be BMI. Now let's just see if this works. And then we'll come back and we'll just look at that a little bit more. That's shorthand for 100 visions guy. And let's say I am 6 feet, 0 inches, and I weigh, 196. And I click submit. Now nothing is happening here, so we have a problem, Houston. So let's see if we can figure out what is going wrong with our results. Well, actually, nothing's wrong with the results. All we've done is set this variable. We need to display that where our text, where is it? It's the text our results. So now we're going to set text. So I'm just going to actually copy this line of code here, copy it. And then after we've set the string of results, we put it here. And instead of putting an actual string here, I'm just going to write results. And it doesn't like this. It underlined it. And the problem is it says it cannot be resolved. Well, I know that exists because I copied it and pasted it. But whenever this happens, okay, I found the way to solve this is to take all this code that exists and insert it above this whole function, the add action listener. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to cut. Then I'm going to go up above all this code, hit enter, and paste. Well, I got to put an extra line return. I like to separate them all with one extra line return. We'll clean this one up. And now let's go back and see if it still doesn't like it. And see, now it seems to like it. So let's go ahead and try it out again. It's always good to test. There we go. All right, height of 6'0", you have a body mass index of, and this got onto the next line, so we're gonna have to do a little word wrap here. So I'm gonna add that, which is \n. And that should probably not be on by itself. Let's go ahead and run it now. One more time. There we go. 26.5794, etc. Okay, so now we've got that. It seems to be working, which is good. Okay, so you see what we did here. We calculated our formula using a little bit of math. We used the Math.pow to do exponents, total inches to the second power. In other words, squaring it. Then we create our results string, which we've added up here. We had to add it inside of this action performed. Right there is where we add it. Then we set it to String.format, which wherever there's a percentage %d, it inserts an integer. And we have to actually indicate either through variable or a number what we're going to insert. This is just in order of appearance. So the first one is feet. Second one over here is going to be inches. If we switch the order here, that's going to mess everything up and it will be inaccurate. So you don't want to do that, but you want to be careful. And then here we did percentage %f, which is for a floating point number, in this case a double, and we insert it here. There's more. What we can do is we can reduce the amount of digits it shows after. Instead of just a percentage %f, we're going to add a little number here. We're going to put 2.2f. And let's just do it, and then we'll see what that does and see if you can figure out how that worked. So we got to run it again. Notice now it's 26.58. What this does is this number in front means how many digits to the left of the number. And then this is how many places it takes it out. Okay. So if I were to change this to 2.4, and we run it again, you would see now it takes it out 4 places when we run it. Yep. I'm going to plug something here. Notice 4 places over here. Okay. So since body mass index is never going to be 100, in other words, it won't take 3 digits, we can just format it this way, 2.4. So remember, this percentage and then a number indicates how we format it. I like giving it 2 points of precision, so I put percentage 2.2F. So that's basically it. That is the BMI calculator. Hopefully you can use this to create other similar calculators. And on later tutorials, maybe we'll cover some of the other components you can find in the graphical window and how do you program that in various applications. Thank you very much, and we'll see you around.